All right. Feel free to shout out answers if you think you know it. Let's do it. Cover art. This is... I have no idea. Commander Keen? This is, Mega Man 5? 6? Mega Man's... You don't got old Mega Mans on here? 4? Oh, shit, I don't know this, man. It kind of looks like a treasure game. I thought they had a game called something about Soldier. Gun... I mean, it's not Gunstar Heroes, but let's just... Oh, man. Bionic Commando? Oh, shit, it was Bionic Commando! Yeah! Alright, we got there. Yeah! I started to see a dude swinging. You know what I mean? It kind of seemed like this guy was swinging, and if I know anything about Bionic Commando, it's that you swing around in this game. I've never played it, though. But did you guys know that the PS3 Bionic Commando reboot, the main character was voiced by Mike Patton? Did you know that? Maybe it was the bad guy, actually, but I think it was the main character. Let me... Bionic Commando 2009 voice cast. Mike Patton. He is Nathan Spencer. Is that the main character? And of course they have the one picture of him. Everyone, my favorite picture of Mike Patton. It wasn't that Trace Bruins? But anyway. Okay. Next. We got that one in 4. Nice. All right, artwork. This looks like Okami. Okami. Ooh. This looks like El Shaddai. Ha! El Shaddai, yes. Ascension of the Metatron. You know, it's funny. I feel like I think about this game all the time when I'm looking at artwork, because this game has a really unique art style, and it's never this game. I feel like I'm the only person who's ever heard of this game. But Alter Echo said that he got this first try, so I'm glad someone else has this game top of mind. I heard it was not super good. Like, people didn't really like this game a ton, but you know, it's I don't know. You know, it seemed like it had to have been pretty cool. All right, sweet. Character. This is that girl from The World Ends With You. There's no way I'm gonna know what the name of the character is, though, so give me a skip. Or wait, this is... Oh no, this is from Legend of Zelda? Or... Wait, no, I don't know what... Oh shit. This is a Fire Emblem character. Alright, so we're gonna type in Fire Emblem, and we're gonna guess... It's not Lucina. We're gonna guess... Lynn. just a guess. I don't know. She looked like she was from Fire Emblem, and I knew it wasn't Lucina, and it was the next feminine sounding name on there. Very nice. All right. Hey, we got there. Nice. All right. Keywords. Worm Desert Guilds. Worms? Worms World Party? Outpost Stealth Alliance. Factorio? Betrayal, Crafting, Sandstorms. Rim World? shield belt, trade routes, base building. Stellaris? Player factions, spice addiction, imperial politics. It's not FTL. That didn't have base building. This is a game that I know I've heard of, right? This is going to be one that I've 100% heard of. Colony? This is one that I've for sure heard of, but I don't think I'm going to remember the name of it. Skip me once. Territory control. Oh, wait. Massive multiplayer open world MMO based on a novel. This is Dune Awakening, bro. Boom. Okay. Did not realize that it was an MMO that whole time. So never mind. But hey, we got there. All right. I haven't played this, by the way. I don't know if you guys have played this one yet or what you think of it. Void War? No, I've never heard of it. FTL is a game that I play. I played it twice. It was like I played it. I thought it was really fun, and then after like what felt like 2 hours, I got like super destroyed, and I was like, well, that was fun, but I do not want to start another game. And then like 2 years later, I played it again and had the exact same experience, and then I haven't played it since then. I think I feel like the round time is just a little too long on that game for me, you know? Like it's like a roguelike, but the rounds are way too long. But I suppose that gets better once you get a little bit faster at it, you know? Once you kind of know what you're doing a little bit better. All right, last one. Time for the guessing game. Give me Final Fantasy 13. All right, it is a single-player game, not on Windows, from later than 2009. Of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Okay, it was on one of these 3 platforms. It was published and or developed by Nintendo. And it's later than 2017. Okay, Donkey Kong Bonanza. That's not even on here yet? Super Mario Bros. Wonder. This has multiplayer. Actually, so does like Mario Odyssey. Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Okay, before 2022. And it's on Switch. Okay, so Nintendo Switch this should be easy, bro. This should be easy. Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle. That had co-op? Nintendo isn't considered a publisher for that game? That's crazy. Okay. Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch exclusive. Nintendo published or developed it, but not both. Oh. Bayonetta 3. Okay. So Nintendo definitely published it, but they did not develop it, or this would be green. But Platinum didn't develop it, so it's not like it's Bayonetta 2. It's not a hack and slash. I need a one-time clue. What do we got? Adventure Simulator? Adventure Simulator. This should be the most obvious thing in the world. Just give me a second. Give me a second. Nintendo published Simulator. It's Oh, it's gonna be weird, isn't it? Shit. Because Nintendo does weird stuff. Now here, let me throw some stuff out, okay, to tell you stuff. It's not gonna be Advance Wars because that's tactical. It's not gonna be Pikmin because that's puzzle, right? Um, it's only simulator adventure, which means oh, and it's only single player. Dude, this is tripping me up. I feel like I'm on the wrong path and I need to dig a little deeper. We need to figure out more. Like there's probably fantasy involved. Oh, also, look at this. It's not isometric, it's not third person. So it would have to be either a side scroller. It's not Animal Crossing because that's multiplayer. It would have to be a side scroller or a first person game. Or a weirder perspective. Like but because this is saying that there's no third person, there's no isometric. You know what I mean? Um so like did Nintendo release a first person simulator exclusively on Switch? I'm going actually crazy trying to think about this. And it's funny because it's Nintendo. I feel like Nintendo means it should be like super obvious. But I don't have anything that's even a guess. But this is relatively early Switch. Switch came out in 2017. So this is not long after the Switch came out. Now, if it's not first person, the only other perspective that would make sense. Wait, there's like virtual reality. This could be like Labo. Um what was the name of the Labo stuff? I don't like what well, I think that they all had Labo in the name, so I don't think it must not be that if that doesn't have a match. Cuz that would be VR. Other than I mean I feel like I have to give up on this. I don't know I don't know how to give up. I'm going to type in Mario Paint. Um okay, first it is we have confirmed first person with Mario Paint. If only I could nail down the specific developer. It's not Nintendo, it's not Monolith, it's not Platinum, it's not Intelligent Systems. So what's another like big developer that's second party to Nintendo? Level 5? Like Nino Kuni 2? Nino Kuni 2? That had level 5. Okay, that's not Nintendo. I don't know. Was there like a Pokemon? Wasn't there like a new Pokemon Snap? New Pokemon Snap. We got there. Oh man. All right, all right. We got there. Boy, oh boy, did that take a while. But all right. Let me scroll up chat here real quick. Oh geez, there I missed quite a bit. Um but DBZ was onto something Pokemon pretty early. But yeah. That's the thing is I was thinking about Pokemon, but I didn't put together like Snap until later. Until I was specifically thinking about Pokemon Simulator in first person, you know? But all right. There we go. We got there. How about that? So I got the sweep on GameDuel today. We got every one of them. Pretty excellent. Some of them we got pretty quickly. And then lastly, give me the guess the game. This looks really familiar. I think I've played this. Metal Gear Solid 4. Guns of the Patriots. It got a 72 Metascore. There appears to be some kind of vehicle down here. This might actually just be any Call of Duty game ever. So I guess but I don't know. This does not look like a Call of Duty tree to me. Or like this grass. It's probably not that. What is something from like the PS3 generation that had this kind of aesthetic going for it? Because this definitely looks like a PS3 game. I kind of just want another screenshot, so I'm just going to type in Call of Duty Ghosts. It is 360 PS3. Man. Red Faction Gorilla? Overkill 8. Oh! Army of 2. I don't know which one, but this is Army of 2. Yeah. Makes sense that it's the most generic looking shit ever. Until you get the HUD element that gives it away. Yeah. Funny. This I feel like Army of 2 is like speaking of like the generation where every video game looked exactly like this, Army of 2 was like the game where the only thing about this game, the only thing that gave any sort of selling point whatsoever to this game was that it was co-op. And the entire point of the game was that it was co-op. That's why it's called Army of 2. So yeah. So I mean, if you wanted to play a co-op game with someone, a lot of people got this game for that reason. But there was no other reason to play this absolute fucking gray and brown third-person cover-based slop. But all right. There we go. All right. Let's move on to some Metroid Prime 2 Echoes here. How about that? Oh. Just gotta swap these cables real quick. go. All right, all right. We ready? Let's go. Why was that the quietest thing ever? That was the quietest thing ever for you guys also, right? We need more sound, though, to verify. Yeah. Okay, what's going on? Oh, boy. All day tech issues. Let me check my mixer real quick. Yeah, there's the line in. Sorry about that. I don't know why I'm not getting sound. All right, I gotta close my sound software and reopen it, I think. Okay, we're back. No audio. Now, surely. We just had audio during Final Fantasy. I'm just gonna replug everything. Okay, try this again. There we go. How weird. I think maybe the retro tink just needed to get turned off and back on again. Maybe that's what did it. I unplugged and replugged a bunch of stuff. So I don't know which individual thing did it, but I'm guessing it was just that. Whoops. Sorry for punching my mic there. All right, but there we go. We are ready. for Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. I got a couple hours here today. More to jam into this one. Last time we got to the Dark Torvus Bog. We got to Torvus Bog. I wandered around like a dipshit for a long time. I still don't really know where I'm going. Yeah, I'm struggling a bit to find out where to go in this game, but I was suspicious of... I mean, so like the last big thing that we got was the boost ball, I think. And so to kind of bring it back a little bit here, let's get me some ammo back real quick here. And yeah, I guess let's just get moving. I don't remember if I ended yesterday with like a plan as to what to do next, but the dude in Torvus Bog is implying to us that that the Seeker Missile is like the next thing that we're gonna find, you know? Like we just got the boost ball. The boost ball opened this up, which allows us to go out here. And I think that that's really important. Let's see. There's actually a two-way portal there. Okay. I mean, when I say it allows us to go out here, just what I mean is it just opened this up on both sides, you know? Okay. But then this was already done. That's the thing is I've already been out here, in the Dark World just fine. But like maybe we hadn't been. Like, maybe we hadn't been in this portal and, like, in this particular area yet? I don't know. Let's try it. But, yeah, I remember, so there was one person I knew that played Army of Two. And, I mean, that was, you know, the PS3 era was, like, when I was working at GameStop, so... Naturally, it was a game that did come up a lot because there were a lot of people that just wanted the co-op game, you know, and there wasn't much more fuss beyond that. I mean, that's why Resident Evil 5 sold so well, right? Because that's the thing is, like, Resident Evil 5 got a lot of shit. Deservedly so. Behind me. RE5 got a lot of shit, but it sold really, really well. And then on top of that, maybe I'm wrong about this. Is it not correct, though, that Resident Evil 6, while being critically lambasted, I think was the best-selling Resident Evil game? Like, when it came out. Maybe not. Maybe it wasn't, like, the highest sales ever, but it was, like, the fastest selling or something like that. But I think, I think it was the best-selling Resident Evil game. All games should be forced to have some form of couch co-op. I think Nintendo is kind of doing that with the assist mode on Mario Odyssey, you know? Where it's basically made so that, like, if you're playing Mario Odyssey, like, a baby could feel involved, you know? But yeah. Myself though, nah, I'm not into it. You know, I think couch co-op is cool, but I'm not really so much into forcing games to do anything except for not shut down and end service. Oh. Except, hang on, we got to fight these guys. Have a plan for sunset in the game. There we go. Much more eloquent way to say what I was trying to say. These guys are driving me nuts. Okay, what if we... Boom, charge dark beam. Oh. Missile, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, just try it. Try showing up one more time. I dare you. Boom. Boom. There we go. Okay, finally took a couple of those guys out. And then this one, though, didn't we need Spider Ball here? Yeah, so we need Spider Ball here. Huge into if the files are on your system, you're going to do what you want with it. Yeah, right. Like... It's kind of hard to talk about without sounding like a dumbass, kind of, because, like, there's just a lot of complication to it. But, yeah, like, as far as that kind of thing goes, if the game is online, and so, like, you're connecting to a server, and you're playing with other people, then you're expected to play by the rules, right? And the owner of the server is allowed to ban you, or whatever. But if you're not, if you're not connecting to the server, right? Well, then, yeah, you should be just doing whatever you want. As long as it's not, infringing on some other law, right? Some other law being something like making, like selling copies of it, right? Like distributing copies of it, selling them, right? Like that's obviously against the law, or like, yeah. I am going crazy trying to figure out what to do here. And yeah, that's the thing about the stop killing games thing, is that it's like, is that it's like people should be free, once support is ended for the game, right? People should be able to then take on that responsibility of like hosting and moderating the activity themselves. You know what I mean? Like people are gonna have to figure out how to do like anti-cheat or server bans and that kind of stuff. But that's the thing, is it's up to them, and they have been given the means that they need to be able to do that. Whether or not people that want to is up to them, and that's the whole point. I always feel very dumb when I talk about stop killing games or something similar to it, though, because it's very like a lot of it gets bogged down in like you need to kind of speak carefully about it because it's like it's like legal stuff that you're talking about, right? Which means that you have to use very particular wording in order to like accurately describe it, you know, without misrepresenting it. And so that's why I always just feel dumb. But yeah, like it's because it's so frustrating when you hear stuff like, oh, they want the developer to have to support the game forever, you know. No. Okay. Someday I'm gonna figure out what I'm doing here. There's gotta be something back here, right? Yeah, and that's the thing about physical media versus digital also. Like, so the game keycard thing with Switch has been really big lately, you know? And one thing about that is, man, you know what I wish I could go back and play? Diablo 3 1.0, you know? I want to go back to Diablo 3 1.0, but you can't because there's not like a physical copy version of it necessarily that is able to be played without the servers or whatever. And it's too bad, right? And stuff like Destiny, right? Destiny, like vaulting content. Okay, where am I right now? So I just went to the temple grounds. Fuck it, I'm just gonna explore around the temple grounds because I don't know what else to do right now. Do. Oh. So I don't know what version. So okay, I was actually thinking about this. The PS3 version of Diablo 3, is that playable offline? It probably is, isn't it? And so like that's one of my arguments for physical media versus digital and versus like game key cards, you know, and that kind of thing. Is the fact that sometimes it's not even about is the company going to keep the servers up forever? It's also partially about is the company who makes the game, are they going to change the game, patch the game irreversibly in a direction that you don't like, you know? Because that's also a problem. Let me give you guys an example. Rock Band 4. Partway through that game's life, they patched the game, breaking compatibility with my drum kit. So like when Rock Band 4 came out, I could play it with my E-kit, and it was great. And then they patched the game, and they broke compatibility in that they made it so that when I pressed my kick or my hi-hat pedal down, it registered a kick. And you could not turn that off. It wasn't like a checkbox you could turn off. And that was just the new version of the game. Fuck you. You know what I mean? And that kind of thing sucks. If, so like the only way that I would be able to play that game well on my E-kit would be to play it offline, right? Like delete the installation, go offline on the system, put the disc in, as to not let it patch and just play it offline. But you know what? I can do that though, because I have a physical copy of the game. Ooh, here's a new place we can get to. Okay. Yeah. Where you wouldn't be able to do something like that is like a Nintendo game key card, though. Did you guys hear, though, that Nintendo actually put a survey up asking about people's physical versus digital preferences? They were saying, like, you know, if this game is available only physically, you know, or like physically, what's your likelihood to buy it? Digitally, what's your likelihood to buy it? Yada, yada, right? That survey was up for a couple of days. It is now gone. Whether they got all the data that they needed and so they shut it down or whatever, I don't know. But yeah. So that survey was up for a couple of days. I did my part, you know. I filled it out. I said that, you know, I gave them the reasons that I enjoy physical games over digital and why I won't buy game key cards. And then I also heard that the manufacturer of the key cards is like looking into, okay, let's make these things variable size. Because what I keep hearing is one of the biggest reasons that so many companies are using key cards isn't because fuck physical players or physical game enjoyers. It's because the Switch only has like 64 gig carts or something like that. Which means if you have a small game, then you're way overpaying for these huge 64 gig carts. But if you're one of these shitty Call of Duty is 100 gigabytes companies, well then the Switch 2 card is too small. And so both of those cases are using game key cards because they either can't or basically can't do regular physical cards. So, dude, this is where I was supposed to go big time. So yeah, hopefully what all this means is that, that we'll start getting, you know, we'll start getting, more games on regular cards. Jeez, I can't talk. But yeah, I don't know if it's anything like Nintendo didn't like the answer that they got. I mean, they put up the survey for a reason. The survey was very direct, you know? It very directly asked the questions of like, you know, this game, let's say this game is digital. How likely are you to buy it? Let's say it was physical. How likely are you to buy it, you know? Like, they were very clearly asking the question that people want to answer. Which means that, like, the answers that they're getting are in the realm of expectation because they put the answers on the survey as, you know, they made those answers selectable on the survey. But I would say, like, if I am Nintendo and, like, I don't like the answers that we're getting, right? I would say that more implies to me, like, they thought that people were rigging it or something, you know? If that is true, that there was some kind of such sentiment expressed. I remember this room. Like, I vaguely remember this room in this game. Oh, hello. Yeah, I know where we are. I really like the feeling in this game when you realize where you are in the dark world. Like, I'm in the dark world and I realize where I am in the light world, you know? I think that's cool. Alright, I definitely found where I'm supposed to go here. So it turns out it was in the temple grounds, huh? But yeah, like a good Metroidvania, I just had to go to the new place that I can access, you know? I just had to find a place that I can go that I couldn't before. Is this the landing site? It is. Dude, see, that's really cool. Like you can look in this room and like kind of just see like that's the room that it is. Three. Oh, jeez. Man, I got to get me some more light ammo. Oh my gosh, you're not dead yet? Okay. There might be a subtle effect on those things that tells you where they're aiming. I'm not sure. All right. And can you guys believe how the FF7 run died today? Oh, speaking of, right, Tirith gave me the stat update on it. Hang on, let me find that here. Here we go. The item steal chance, the item that we were trying to steal, the chance is about 14%. Actually, it's 10% because of our level. Right, it's a 14% steal, but then the level difference makes it 10.3%. And then, was it 70 attempts? I don't know. Did we try 70 times? Maybe. Well, I'll have to go and actually count it. But that would give us a 9.95% chance of success. So a 0.05% chance we hit today of missing every one of those steals. Good stuff. That's why you speedrun JRPGs, baby. Okay, so here we are. We've made it to the landing site in the Dark World, but it's blocked off on that side. But there's gotta be something here to find, right? I mean, it really looks like there's nothing in here, huh? Can't get up there. All right, all right. I definitely remember this area, or like this room, this area in this game. Like I feel like I remember being here a lot, which kind of suggests to me that we don't get the next power up right now, and that I need to come back later, and that's why I remember it so much, is because I had to visit it multiple times, and each time I'm like, why can't I get the thing yet? I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready to believe that yet, though. Oh. Hang on, I need some light ammo. Ooh, 30. Nice. Alright, alright. We want this guy to wander into the bubble. Let's go. There he goes. But now there's just another one? Oh yeah, you can't charge beam these guys. They just, like, dodge it. Yeah, these guys are kind of weird. It's like the only thing you can do is just hit him with regular shots, it feels like. But then they also just wander into the bubble if you stand on the opposite side of it. So yeah, as far as like what I'm thinking for what I'm supposed to do here, this is just a missile pack. And the guy that told me about the missile system, I mean, do I have to come back here in the light world actually? Because that would be a morph ball thing that I haven't done yet. And then that would get me to the top layer over there. I don't know. Maybe that's worth checking out. Point is, or what I'm getting at is, the guy that told me about the new missile system is in Torvusbog. Which, like, implies to me that the missile system that he's talking about is in Torvusbog, you know? So it felt like this was the right way to go because I was able to get through a lot of doors and explore a lot more of the map. But now here we are, it's a dead end, needing the item that I still need. It's crazy that this room doesn't appear to have anything in it. Let's see. Bioforms have been bred for massive size. It appears the Ing use these creatures to block access to areas. Well, yeah, they sure do. What up, Greg? Alright, well, I'm not fighting these guys again for no reason. I think we go back. Oh. There we go. Ah, yes, the sphincter door. Alright, alright. I think what I want to do is get to this room in the light world. So we can go up the half pipe. And there's apparently a portal right here in this room. All right. This might actually be where I went to the dark world. Wait a second. Isn't it a powerbomb door over here? No. Okay, let's try this. Hopefully I didn't just already do this. But with Boost Ball now... Oh, yeah. We can get up here. we can get in here. Okay. Probably boost across this. Yeah. So, this is new content. This is somewhere that we've never been. Look at this. It's taking us past the purple door. Oh, that's a good sign. All right, all right. Okay, I think we've done it. I think I've finally figured out what to do here. Yeah, I just kind of psyched myself into thinking that we had to stay in the Torvus Bog. But nah, I guess they wanted us to go into the Torvus Bog, get the power missile, and then come back out here. Alright, well. Aha. Okay, how do I know? Oh, we just line them up with each other. Okay. You kind of have to rely on it glowing, because otherwise I can't see why that's correct. Alright, there we go. That looks good. And then this will be just the outside too? Just the outside one. Ah. You know, we don't have to change that one yet, but I think it's going to get changed when we do this one. But it looks like we kind of have to work our way in. Nice! Do-do-do-do-do. Alright, is that there the Seeker missile? Yeah! Structure is part of a security system. Powerful beam emitters are tuned to the frequency needed to shatter the central containment center. So it's funny because, like, that might seem kind of silly. Like, what a silly, complex thing. But it has to do with the game's theme of sound, you know? Sound-based technology. Blammo. Yo, Morningcraft. Alright, but now we can't get into the Dark World here yet because that's too high up. I like that a lot. Okay. So now, if we want to shoot missiles, we have to shoot one. Gotcha. There's probably a way to avoid that. But there we go. Very nice. So now we do want to go back to the Dark World, right? Yeah, totally. Take me back. Do 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 do. So this is my first time going through this direction, huh? Oh yeah, because we went through the boost tunnel before. What are you up to, Morningcraft? What have you been playing casually lately? What's been Morningcraft's just like, I am experiencing this game for the first time kind of game? Or not even for the first time, just what you playing casually for fun. I've still been on Death Stranding 2, but it's slowed down quite a bit. I haven't played very much of it lately. Finished Deep Fear for Saturn. Oh yeah, I think you asked me about it, didn't you? Like if I had played it or heard of it. Act 2 of Claire. Oh, nice. Very glad to hear that. And I'm guessing you're spoiler free on it, right? You better be. Yeah. Enjoy. That one, I've been wanting to get back to my second playthrough on that. But I've been doing, the thing is I've been streaming a lot lately, and then when I'm not streaming, I'm, got like either house stuff to do, or maybe I'm, here, if we like do this, oh no, that does still shoot a missile, okay. I gotta figure out how to not waste one missile. I'll figure it out. I bet I know how. Alright, here we go. New territory. Maybe I should have saved. Maybe I should have found a save point. Elevator here, huh? Wait, this isn't gonna do anything. The key of Akul has been placed. Its lock forever open. Oh, look at all this lore, dude. Yo. But hang on. Does this mean that... I hope that doesn't mean that I missed a lore scan. There's no way. Okay. Sky Temple Gateway. So this is somewhere that... This is going to be much more late game. I'm thinking... I didn't even get... Oh, yeah, I remember these keys. This is this game's version of the Chozo artifacts. And yeah, I think that one is just pre-placed, so there isn't even lore to find about it. Okay, cool. Maybe that's why this area is so familiar to me and I remember going through it a bunch of times. Because it's where the Sky Temple is. And that's interesting that it's right next to the landing site, you know? Okay, so where are we actually going then? Back to Torvusbog. So take me here, elevator me, and I will find a save point as soon as I can. I've also still been working my way through the soundtrack of Hatsune Miku Project Diva Megamix on Steam. I've maxed out my player rank, and I haven't even played every song on hard yet. Because, like, I want to play Extreme, but you have to play a song on hard mode before you can play it on Extreme mode. So I've just been playing through the whole soundtrack on hard mode to unlock all of the Extreme songs, and then we'll go on to Extreme. But there's 251 songs, and so, you know, I've just been slowly chipping away at it. I've heard that that there's like a mod. Someone like made a mod that just unlocks Extreme mode. But, you know, I think it's good for me to play through on hard first. Because I'm used to the Project Diva X gameplay that doesn't have the hold mechanic. And so hard mode is good at, like, firstly slowly introducing me to the hold mechanic, but then also Project Diva X also does not have the things where you have to press 2 different buttons at the same time. It only had the, like, up and triangle at the same time, right and circle at the same time. It had those, the doubles, but it didn't have, like, the chords. So it's good to get those more slowly introduced as well. Okay, there we go. So if we shoot a charge shot, we can then start charging this like that. Do 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 do. All right. Back to the dark Torvusbog. And with Seeker, we can go back to the underwater area. Oh, yeah. I think that's where we're going, is the underwater area again. Oh, hi, Mia. Oh, welcome back. Mia's back, and I'm guessing she's fed. It's after dinner cuddle time now. So, let's hit this save point right away. And then figure out where we're going first. And then the underwater area, very likely where we're going to get gravity suit. But in this, it's like gravity booster. It's not really a whole... It's not a suit. Okay, so if we go over here, we can hit this. Is that the only other purple door up here? Yeah. Okay, so yeah. We're just generally traveling in that direction. Oh, jeez. Oh no, I went down somewhere very bad. Ay, ay, ay. So now I've got this guy just chomping away at me. Oops. Oh no. All right, boys, just do your worst. I'm on my way out. Okay, let's refill the health and try that again. Yo, danger. Oh, I'm finally making progress again. Okay, maybe we'll just go this way. And then this is the room with the portal, yeah. Whoops. All right, so we are on our way to doors that we've never opened. New content, baby. Look at that. Pew! All right, first, what do we got here? An elevator. Not what I was expecting. Is this back to Temple Grounds? Yeah, okay, okay. Back here, huh? And you know what? That's actually close to a door that I haven't opened. I don't know what could possibly be in there that would be super exciting, though. But I mean, the game's kind of leading me there, you know? Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. We gotta check stuff out. The thing about this game, you always gotta check out the new thing you have access to. Almost there. Oh yeah. Missile pack. Always welcome. And then I could always use more energy tanks because this game is, it has been noticeably harder than Metroid Prime. Just like enemy design-wise and enemy damage-wise. Okay. So I think people have mentioned that enemies have more health in hard mode, and like that can be fine, right? Enemies having more health, not automatically bad. You know, if the game is designed around it, it'll be perfectly fine. But I do think as a very general rule, that I don't love when enemies have more health in a hard mode in a game. I think that they should just deal more damage. And you know what was a really interesting example of that was the game Vindictus. Hard mode in Vindictus made the enemies and you deal more damage. Like, you both dealt more damage. It was essentially just fights are faster and deadlier overall. I thought that was interesting and cool. Okay, so yeah, so here's this tunnel. Is it Judgment Tunnel? Warrior's Walk. You get to run D&D, as in, like, you're DMing. Ooh, look at that missile pack down there. Hello. Easy. Oh. That's all that this really is, though, is just a missile pack? Alright, hey, that's fine. Like I said, always welcome. Another missile pack is another super missile. Alright, so we're back here. I'm thinking turn around. Back to the light world. Back to Torvus Bog. Back to moving towards that underwater area. I might as well. Hello. Ugh. Excuse me. Anyone else kind of love sneezing? I kind of love it. Just feels great, man. I wish I could sneeze on command. Like, you know, like, I wish you could sneeze the same way that you can cough. Just on command. Whoa. Do you think there's anyone like that? Do you think that that's like... I feel like that would be like a Ripley's Believe It or Not kind of thing. Sneezing on command. How easy would it be to fake, though? Seems like it'd be hard. It seems like it would be... It seems like it would be really difficult to like, convincingly fake sneeze. You can sneeze on command if you really think about it. I'm the opposite. Like, if I have a sneeze coming and I concentrate on it too hard, I'll cancel it out. It won't happen. Why am I here? Oh, because the Torvus Bog sent me here. So we can also go here, it looks like. Maybe? You sneeze every time you fart. You bust every time you sneeze. And you fart every time you bust? Right? To complete the Trinity? Oh, hey, here's this finally. I've never been in here from this direction. Alright, we finally did it. This is why you gotta just explore. Right, it's true. You would be caught in an endless loop if that were the case. All right, so the question is whether we bother going here right now when I probably can't. It's probably blocked off by like a certain color. Oh, it's this, dude. Every time it's this. Okay, yeah. I can never remember that there is just a physical, impenetrable blockade in front of that door. It kind of takes forever to save every time I walk past a save point, but at the same time, I take a lot of damage, and sometimes you go a really long time without seeing a save point. I really like this. This is the kind of thing I'm talking about with Metroidvanias where, like, you don't need the boost ball to get through that part, but now that we have it, getting through that part is way faster and feels good. Popo, you still fighting Purple Tits? Amethyst? Yeah. Gosh, this game looks good. Whew. All right, so take me back down to the underwater area. And everyone... There's so... Look, sometimes I think... Sometimes... The thing is, I've got my... The things that I think to say are often too vulgar for my filter to then allow them to pass through. And so I end up just sitting here not really saying anything. But what I wanted to say was... I hope your ear pussies are prepared for this music. All right. Oh yeah, there's these annoying ass enemies here. All right. I'm gonna do my best to ignore them, but what? Was that a flute? No, you can just one-shot charge beam them from the side? Oh, dang. That's more like it. All right, here we go. Progress. Oh. What the hell is this? Spider Ball? Oh, it's Dark Samus! What's so fucking funny? Alright, fish in a barrel, baby. Oh, this isn't... I don't think this is the same enemy type that we just saw. Okay, there we go. You just got a well-timed power missile will help you here. Boom, there we go. You do gotta time it, though. Too early, they haven't opened up yet. Too late, and they're already eating you. Oh yeah, this part. Oh. All right, nice. Cool. Oh, yeah. Here's where you got to look for which ones have bubbles in them. Because of Tommy Boy, yes. Have I ever beaten a Pokemon game? Yeah, I beat Let's Go Pikachu. That might be the only one. Well, so there was a time where Flex Retro and I played through Fire Red and Leaf Green like side by side, but I think we had the game at like 10 times speed or something. I think we had the game at 10. We were each playing the game at 10 times speed with the idea that we were both gonna play through it in one day at 10 times speed. So I don't know if that really counts. But Let's Go Pikachu I played through. What was my Pikachu's name? Peachy, I think. He wouldn't come at me until I shot him, but if I shot him, then I'm not charging. These dudes are assholes. That didn't count. Oh my god, I hate these guys. Go away. Okay, that one hit a wall. Now he's too close. It's like this room has too many columns in it and they can't figure it out. There we go. Okay, now you. Nice straight shot over here. Let's go. No? Come on. You know you wanna. Come on! Kill me! Kill me! Do it! I'm here! Okay, alright. Now that that ordeal is done with. Do 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 do. Ooh, Annihilator beam door. Hello. I feel like the more of a certain obstacle you see, the closer it feels like you are to finding the thing that unlocks it, you know what I mean? Okay, what am I supposed to be doing in this room really? There's a scannable down here. And it is on our side. Okay, I was thinking it looked like it was Dark World, but I guess not. Do 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 do. Okay. Well, actually, I guess there's nothing to do in here right now except for get to the dark door. Okay, yeah. Because otherwise we've got Annihilator beam door, and then we've got what looks like a bomb slot that we might need the gravity boost for. Okay, it kind of took me forever to assess this room, but that's my assessment, is currently we are meant to just go through it. With this door. Do do da do da do dee do. Do do dee dee. Do da dee da do da do do. Okay. Back into the underground center. And so the big thing is now we're on the other side of this. And we unlock this. Yeah. But wait. Oh, okay. Yeah. And then we go back to the training chamber and we go left this time. Okay, yeah, these I haven't scanned yet. I was going to say, these things, I thought that these were the big annoying guys. But nah, these ones, if you get them at the right angle, it seems like you just take them out. Hello. The old seed bursters. Whoa! Alright. Room full of these dudes. Okay, it's all coming back to me. The red thing is what led us the other way. Right. Now, boom. We get the blue path. It goes the other way. We get light door. It all makes perfect sense. These things always make me think of Tommy Boy. And not just in this game, just like these shoots in general. Ooh, nice. A pad designed to confuse the ing. Shoot light crystal on lower surface to flip the pad over. Alright, let's take this guy out before anything. And then this looks like Power Bomb is probably needed. Denzium. So yeah, in the first game it was Bendezium. It seems like Denzium is the Power Bomb material for this game. We're at 76% on the lore already. All right. So, main thing to do here. There we go. Oh, there's two of them, though? All right, all right. My favorite licensed game. That's a great question. I feel like there's gotta be just like a super good one that I should be able to think of right away. Okay, so that's in the other world. I can't even really think of any good licensed games. I mean, so one that I know is good, but haven't really actually played a ton is or played much is that Shadow of Mordor, Lord of the Rings game. And then besides that, there was also, speaking of Lord of the Rings, one of the PS2 Lord of the Rings games is basically Final Fantasy X. Like, it's the same combat system as Final Fantasy X. It almost plays like it's on the same engine. I've only just heard about this. I feel like that would be cool to check out. There's cool stuff that also isn't really for me. But I know of it and that it's cool, like Marvel vs. Capcom. But I feel like there's gotta be something better than all of this, you know? Barbie Explorer for PS1 is pretty good. Alright, here we go. Die Hard Trilogy. Man, yeah, there's gotta be something obvious that I'm missing. But those are some things that come to mind for me. Okay, it's these assholes again. Whoop. And then wait for him to get solidified. There we go. But yeah, I would say GoldenEye is a licensed game. Yeah, totally. Oh, yeah, and I guess speaking of, I mean, if we're talking about, I mean, now that I'm thinking about that, the best licensed game is probably like WrestleMania 2000 or something like that, you know? One of those two N64 wrestling games. Oh, shit, I don't actually know where I'm supposed to point this. Unless it's, I mean, you just turn it and then you're fine. All right, cool. All right, great job. We did it. So it certainly seems like this barrier shield is indestructible. Find its control crystal. Okay, okay. Yeah, it certainly seems like they just want us to go straight back to the light world here. But just having a quick look around, but yeah. I wonder if the control crystal is under the goopy water. But I think we might need like the... I wonder if the light suit keeps you, like, lets you go under that stuff. Do 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 do. This guy's back. Try it. Try it. Boom. All right, so the little dark world change that we did. What did that actually do? It energized that. I don't know if this was out before. I don't think it was. So it extended that platform, which now lets us do that. But now the other way around, though. What are some good video game things that have been licensed out to other things? You know, I remember seeing the first Silent Hill movie and thinking it was pretty good. And yeah, maybe that first Resident Evil movie isn't terrible either. All right, look at that. We can get down here now. Sweet. What a fun area. Maybe I should have saved before coming down here to where there may or may not... Uh-oh, but I'm locked in now, though. I can't jump back out of here. So now we know we're getting the gravity suit. Do. Oh yeah, I was a big fan of the Sonic show when I was a kid. I had a VHS tape that my grandpa taped for me. My grandpa got up and recorded the Sonic the Hedgehog show onto VHS for me when I was younger, and like filled up a VHS tape of episodes of Sonic the Hedgehog recorded from TV and gave it to me as a gift. So I don't think I saw like the whole show, but I had a VHS tape's worth. Oh, hello. Look at this big guy. The Alpha Blog. Probably gonna have to fight this guy now. Oh! A lot of Spider Ball stuff around here as well, though, that I'm seeing. Oh, yeah, they're doing a Zelda movie now. Yeah. I mean, the Mario movie was fun enough, you know. It wasn't bad. All right, here we go. So, you know, if they're taking it seriously, I could see it being fine. But, like, I don't know. Like, the Mario movie was generally funny. Like, as in, like, it was a silly, oh, ba ba ba, do, 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 do. I thought the accent was totally fine in Breath of the Wild. But I did just switch the language to Japanese after my first playthrough, though, because I didn't like all of the voice acting, you know. Like in general, and so I just switched it to that. All right, here we go. Alpha Blog. Well, here we go. Hope I can do this boss fight. Okay, so it, gotcha. Yeah, I think it's very silly to have expected, Charles Martinet for the Mario voice, for sure. Cause yeah, you wouldn't want overexcited Charles Martinet for 90 minutes. That, the thing is, though, they didn't give him, like, a cartoony voice, though. Like, I would have still expected, like, a cartoony protagonist, you know? Like a Bart Simpson, a Timmy Turner, you know, something like that, rather than just, like, regular-ass 35-year-old guy. I don't know how to not just eat damage on this guy and still be expected to do damage to him. I am definitely dead here. Timmy Turner from Fairly Odd Parents. Just thinking of like a, you know, cartoon main character. No idea how I'm supposed to do this boss, dude. I'm getting fucked up here. I don't know how I'm supposed to replenish my health either. I think I'm just supposed to fight him. What the fuck? This is... I'm doing something very wrong because this feels bad. And the game, you know, the game should not feel bad to play. But there we go. I just did like the entire underwater area, didn't save, and then died. So I just don't know how to fight that enemy. Felt very bad to fight, which makes me think I'm doing something very wrong, you know what I mean? But okay, I guess who's ready to... I guess who's ready to do that whole underwater section again? That's actually kind of super annoying. Just the fact that, like, I thought to save the what's annoying is that I thought to save the game just after it was too late, you know? So it was like I couldn't so it wasn't like it was only after I started the fight that I was like, oh, maybe I should have saved. It was like, no, I had to go into the fight already knowing that I should have saved. This playthrough is going very not well. Like, I'm just, I feel like I'm taking forever to solve every puzzle and figure out where to go, and I'm dying to all the bosses after not having saved for a long time. It's like I'm frequently losing significant progress to save points and shit. This has been a rocky road. Okay. Switch 2 arrived today? Sweet. Alright, so these guys, remember, I never scanned. So I'll do that now. Oh yeah, dude, I told the whole story. I drew pictures and shit also. Cause like the presentation of the venue and like how the stage was set up and stuff was like super awesome. And so I had to tell the whole story and draw pictures and shit. Tied with King Diamond is fun because I mean King Diamond has like the characters coming out and stuff. It's great. Tied with King Diamond. Okay, I suppose we can skip this. Oh no, oh, of course I shot to get its attention and then I can't charge fast enough. Okay, okay. 71% lore. Didn't I have like 76? Alright, alright. We got no time to waste here. I think Scraggles is doing better. He seemed pretty sick the other day, but now he's doing fine. He's keeping everything down and acting pretty normal again. Cool. Okay, so hang on a second. Oh yeah, so you just don't move really at all on these. Yeah, I did like this whole section. And then... yeah. Alright, so this was kind of annoying. Here's where these guys were kind of difficult to get to attack me. Well, except for that. Stop. Okay, there we go. Rob Lowe is the bad guy in Tommy Boy, right? Paul, I think his name is. I feel like I remember him saying, "I'm Paul," and like, you know, offering his hand for the handshake. Bad mommy? Is that... Brothers don't shake hands. Brothers gotta hug. There we go. Oh boy. And we watched that movie pretty recently. I mean, it was probably like a year and a half ago or so. But I thought it totally held up. I thought it was really fun. Pray to the god of skinny punks. Yeah. Oh, we're just going this way. We don't interface with this portal yet. That's the next one. That's the next one. Okay, right. Okay, and then it is back in there, and we go the other way this time. I mean, I'm still enjoying this area the second time through. I need to get a beam ammo upgrade, let me tell you. Oh, yeah. Seed shooters. Oh. I did really well on the game duel today. I got all of them. And the guess the game. Yeah, we got the gravity booster. So that was the thing, is I got the item, and then I unlocked the place where you get the item, And then you know how they do the thing where like you jump down a spot that's too high to jump back up without the item that you get in the area, right? Or that kind of thing. I jumped down that spot and then thought like, oh wait, I better go save because we're probably about to fight a boss. And then I couldn't get back out. And then I fought a boss and died to it. We've almost got it unlocked again though. So in this area it was come down here, take this guy out. Was this a research item? No. But lore thing there, scannable there. The things being scannable or not in this game, like pretty much every time I refer to that, I think about Idiocracy and him being unscannable. We got one of those. Why come you don't have tattoo? I feel like I got up to 76% lore last time because I remember commenting on it. It's got to be in the Dark World that we get the 76%. I remember Danger Valentine showing me that movie. Bigger than the ass blaster. Bigger than the dildozer. The all new ass dozer. Oh, come on. I'm trying to hit this guy. Okay, it worked. Hello? Remember nothing other than baiting? Go away, baiting. Oh, man. Sounds like you could use a rewatch of Idiocracy. Oh, man. It's really good. And I object, Your Honor. I object! Because he interrupted me when I was watching Ow My Balls. All right, pop in here. Speaking of Mike Judge, did you guys hear there's a new season of King of the Hill that just came out? If that's your kind of thing. New season just came. It's like 10 episodes, I think, something like that. Think it looks crummy. I wouldn't have super high hopes for it. But, you know, it's relevant. Oh, Dale's not in it? Yeah, that's a pretty big bummer. And then I think I heard... yeah, I was going to say, John Redcorn's actor died, right? Also? Or maybe that is Johnny Hard... I don't know who Johnny Hardwick is specifically. But I think I heard that the voice actor of John Redcorn died. But I'm not sure if that was before or after he recorded his lines for the new season. And if he's in the new season. Oh, I don't know if I scanned around the Dark World appropriately. I think I might have missed some lore. I might have missed a scan that I got the first time. The thing is, I remember commenting that we had over 75% of the lore. All right. Here's where I didn't save before. Wait a second. No, I didn't. I don't think I could get out of this spot. Whoa. Can you save? I feel like I just made the same mistake again. No. There's spots over here. Okay, this sends us up here. But now we like... I feel like I'm screwed again. I don't remember a Jocelyn. I've like barely seen Bob's Burgers. So like the only way up is this? And then there's no way onto this. Because it's too high. Dude, I feel like they fuck you here. Like, this thing raises up and it doesn't let you shoot up anymore. I don't think you can save. And then they throw you into a boss fight that's, like, impossible to damage without taking damage? Okay. Let's read this a little bit closer. Water Dweller will fire sonic disruption blasts at foes. It has all strengths and weaknesses of its brethren. Yeah, but we fight it in a tiny little underwater arena. Where we don't have enough room. The brethren, you shoot them in the mouth with a power missile as they charge at you, and it one-shots them before they hit you. But this guy, he doesn't die, and then he just keeps on charging and he hits you. Maybe I ought to try to, like, freeze him with the dark beam. It's gotta be something like that. Okay, yeah. I do have more health this time, though. I think I was missing 2 energy tanks at the start of the fight last time. And so, as long as I don't make any mistakes, I might be able to just tank him. It had a little bit left. It had a little toot left. Oh, wait a second. While moving, press B again. Wait, while underwater... Wait. Am I not underwater? Oh, it's a third press. Oh! Okay, I just didn't read what the... I do not remember you having a third jump. Okay, maybe that's, like, super important to beat the boss with. Okay, I didn't realize that we had fizzy lifting drinks. Okay, so what if we... I mean, boom, we got him to go into the fan. It doesn't seem like I can actually go very high. That didn't do damage to him. Oh, and then he just charged again right next to me and hit me. Okay, I gotta try something like this. Because last time the problem was I shot too early. And so it didn't do damage. Ugh. Okay, it does yellow to him if we just charge shot him while he's stuck. So maybe I'm supposed to just keep doing this and maybe his carapace will eventually break. This seems more reasonable. I thought that might be what we do here. Like, eventually this yellow damage has to do something. Otherwise it wouldn't be flashing him yellow. Because those bounce off, you see. But, like, that's not bouncing off. That's flashing him yellow, right? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try something. We're gonna go like, oh my gosh. It's kind of hard to see him when you're charging the missiles. Oh, man. It's basically impossible to side jump while you're charging missiles. So I don't think I have to do that. Unless you, like, employ the claw. It's almost like the yellow damage is... only just meant to make him charge. I don't know, man. I cannot figure out how to deal damage to this guy without him just biting me. It seems like having him charge into these fans makes perfect sense. Oh, oh, man. And, like, you gotta do a whole... It's super brutal that you have to do a whole section of leveling, and then they don't let you save. Yeah, see that? It just doesn't damage him to do that. That's really frustrating. I mean, if I just committed to tanking the damage and shooting power missiles at him, it might work. And I'm fairly confident that that's what I've always done in the past. Well, no, the triple jump didn't take me up high enough to get onto that ledge that's up there. Like, that's a weird thing. Yeah, there was a visible ledge up there that I couldn't triple jump up to. And that's the thing, though, is that, yeah, like, I want to experiment with that more. With the fight more, but, like... Wait a second. Am I supposed to be here? What am I doing? I think we just go back. Yeah, I would like to experiment a little bit more, but there's so much that you have to do. I guess after you release the second lock, you can save, and then you only have to redo one of the locks instead of two. Alright, I'm gonna speedrun it and then just commit to tanking. That's how I'm doing it this time. Okay. Yeah, the unavoidable walk. Because this isn't even just a walk back. This is a redo the entire area because we closed off the save point before the boss fight. Yo, Kavana, do I ever play online games? I played, most recently, I played Path of Exile 2 when it came out. And I'll probably get back into that at some point. And then, like, I used to play, like, Team Fortress 2, I played a lot of at one point. That was back before, like, the hats and stuff. That was before there was any unlockables, you know? When I played Team Fortress 2, there was nothing to unlock, no progression. It was just play the game and it's fun. Oh, speaking of danger, I heard that Claire Obscure, they actually in the last patch, I heard that they actually added a retry battle option. Those crazy bastards, they finally did it. Wow, it's really fun that both of these guys charge at me at the same time, and then the one that I'm aiming at gets canceled out by the other one. Oh, you know what other game I was really into online? Destiny. Oh man, Destiny 1, I was a fiend, dude. I played that game a shitload. Didn't really play the what did they call it? The Crucible was the PvP place. I didn't really do that much. But I loved just doing the strikes, doing the raids. All right. Cut the radio chatter. There was a guy that I raided with that would say that while we were bullshitting around playing, he'd be like, "All right, cut the radio chatter, guys." Hey. But you know what? I miss playing those raids, you know. That group that I played those raids with, I can't remember what happened. It was like it was like when one of the new battlefields came out, they like got it on a different system than one of the guys got it. And then that guy just like unfriended and blocked everybody on everything, and then they didn't play games together anymore. And that was the end of the raid group. Gosh, I love these guys that can barely figure out how to attack me in this fucking room. I'm starting to get a little grumpy with this area. Okay, I think I pressed Y slightly too early the first time. Now I'm almost out of missiles. But yeah, King's Fall was sweet. There was like the part where like everyone had to stand on the 4 pillars or 6 pillars or whatever, and then like one of them would get like those like platforms would appear, so one person had to like platform up to the top to get like the thing or whatever. I don't remember a lot of specifics, but that raid was really sweet. Which was the one, I want to say it might have been King's Fall, but it might have also been the last raid, the Siva raid, where there was like the guy that had like the drippy things above him, and you had to like shoot the drippy things down, and they would like stun him, and then you could like get down to his to like his open mouth and just like blast DPS in for while he was stunned. I had the black spindle or whatever. There was that sniper rifle where if it had 3 shots per mag, but like if all 3 of your shots hit a weak point, it would auto reload. Like you didn't have to reload. It would just auto put 3 bullets back in your chamber. That thing, like, when you were on those, like, damage-dealing phases, that thing did so much damage. Here's what I didn't scan last time, I think. Yeah, what a great game, man. Vault of Glass was my actual favorite, and maybe a big part of that is just the fact that it was the first one, you know. But I loved Vault of Glass, just because. I think a big part of it was because it was the first one, because it was like a big criticism of Destiny was kind of just that it was like every mission is just find the button and press square and then fight the enemies that come at you, and it's like, yeah, the getting there is fun. Fighting the enemies is fun. It's all fun, but it is just, what's the mission? Oh, go to the button, and fight dudes on the way to the button, press the button, and fight all the dudes that spawn, you know? So the raid was like, all right, motherfuckers. Here's the platforming section that you wanted. Here's the fucking stealth section. You know. Here's it changed up the gameplay so much, and there was a lot of mystery to it, you know, like the stealth section where you had to avoid the dudes, but if like the dudes saw you, then they would wipe everybody. But if everybody just loaded all of their supers, all of their rocket launchers, everything into one of those dudes, you could actually kill him. Or like if you could defeat that first boss with without like taking its shield down or whatever, then you would get a secret extra loot chest. There was just so much like mystery and so many change-ups of the gameplay and stuff. And then yeah, just like that last boss where, you know, he like teleports 3 people to the other land, and then when they get in there, they have to say which place they got teleported to, so that then the group would know which teleporter exit to clear out. Oh man, like, yeah, dude, that shit was fun. I have to keep double checking if I got these. But yeah, most recently I thought PoE 2 was pretty fun. Kind of waiting for the rest of that game to come out, you know, because it's like early access right now. Oh. Did that work? I guess so. I did that kind of weirdly, and it didn't seem like it worked. Oh yeah, cool. Just cancel your attack. Awesome. Oh yeah, and then restart your attack too close to me, so I can't counter it. Love this enemy. All right, all right. Hey, there's that 76% lore I was looking for. Do 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 do. Oh, I'm losing my Spadoinkle, all right. Okay. Take me over here. Bomb this thing. Off to the Dark World. It's kind of neat that the Dark World isn't underwater, you know? Yeah, yeah, lock onto the guy that's invisible. All right, there we go. Oh. Yeah, that is crazy. Because, like, the last... I think, like, the last episode of South Park that I saw, at least, was, the one basically promoting, but the one leading up to the Stick of Truth game. Okay. Do the thing. Do 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 do. Oh yeah, I kind of remember hearing about those episodes. Where they were doing like a mythology kind of thing, you know, with the show. Okay, here's the deal. I need to have full health on the upcoming boss. And so while we sit here in the recovery bubble, I also am going to want to have full ammo as well. But while we sit here in the recovery bubble, I am going to run off to the bathroom real quick. I will be right back. Oh, hey, look at that. Our health is full. Sweet. Let's go, baby. All right, so like I said, this time I'm just going to commit to tanking. Man, I gotta get my missiles back. Hopefully all the little dudes will do that. I really didn't have very much trouble in the first Metroid Prime at all. And so I feel like it's making me kind of play in a fast and loose way, in the sense of, like, I'm not looking very hard for power-ups and stuff. So I do kind of worry that, like, I'm just supposed to have another energy tank and that kind of thing, you know? Whoops. Stop. What the fuck, dude? Oh my god! Well, there's that energy tank and a half gone. Okay, and now here's the thing. Here's the thing that screws you here. Is that I could go, like, once I scan this and release the lock, we can no longer access the save point. So you might be like, well, why don't I just go save right now? Because if I go save right now, I can't get back onto this platform without going back down to this platform, going through here, and going in there. We have to do all that in order to get onto this platform. Now, we don't have to go to the Dark World again. Like, we're saved a trip to the Dark World and back. And you know what? I think that's what we do. I think we save, and then we just have to do the trip again. Because I've died twice to this boss. And I just lost an E-tank and a half for no reason. So I think the smart thing is to save right now and then go in and tank him. Man, I don't feel super good. I had Popeye's chicken for dinner, the spicy chicken, and I felt fine. Generally felt fine from it, except now I think I'm just getting a little... I'm getting a little snack hungry now. And this the particular void in my stomach left from spicy chicken, is a little more urgent. Alright, there's lots of missiles back. Excellent. And then here... Don't even gotta fuck with these guys. We just... go this way. Oh yeah, I guess that is what happened last time. It just doesn't make much of a confirmation sound when you bomb that slot. Okay, so here it's gonna be... Oh, pardon me, I powered missiled slightly too early, so now he gets super close to me, ends his attack, and then he can restart his attack. Too close for me to be able to hit him back. This enemy type, dude. Alright, but we just gotta come down here. Dark beam those couple spots. Jump across the platforms. Getting the launcher. And here we go. We're almost back. So now this guy, make sure to stay away. Wait for the noxious gas to clear, I suppose. Ba, 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 ba. And there we go. Now that's the whole run back. Well, it's the first half of the run back. Down we go. Alright, I am excited to kick this guy's ass. It's cool that you get to scan him before the fight. Alright. Full energy. Full missiles. No excuses.
Murder time!
You got that. You're goddamn right. Oh, right. Other way. All right. It's funny how long it loads when you skip the cutscenes. Ooh, and now look how fast we're moving already. All right, here we go. Full tank. It's really surprising to me that you don't get him to charge into the fans. I mean, it's not that surprising, because, like, gimmick kills in Metroid are pretty rare. But, wait. What was that? He did, like, an animation there that I hadn't seen before.
What are these holes in the wall for?
You're telling me that that animation that he does isn't him opening his mouth? Right, yeah, gimmick kills are uncommon is all I mean to say. I still think that you can do it. I'm still suspicious of that possibly being the solution, but, it was just kind of annoying to to try. All right, he's over half dead. I don't think I got him on that one. He wasn't far enough away, I guess. I feel like he's not opening. He's not opening enough. Yeah, he's not opening fully. Huh. That time he opened fully, of course. The time I wasn't charging. Maybe you gotta... Okay, so that one worked. Ay, ay, ay. Maybe you gotta hit him with a little yellow? No? Because that one didn't work. See, now here's where I start to get cold feet on tanking, because it doesn't seem to be working anymore. And I'm out of super missiles. Okay, I am almost dead. So I've gotten him to do like that a couple of times, but... I don't know, man. I gotta be missing a key piece of information. Because it feels like it's just a shitty fight. Which always, 100% of the time, that means that I'm playing wrong. You know what I mean? Crazy. What's crazy is I don't remember this at all. I 0% remember this boss being like difficult or like any kind of, you know, serious roadblock. Oh, I just went too far. It would make sense that they want me to fight it using the triple jump. It would make sense that the triple jump is part of how to fight it. Because we just got it. We go this way. I thought that might happen, and I decided to ignore it. I just thought, if it happens, so what? And here we go. So this. Have you guys seen the Nathan For You where he does the magic trick? It's like he has to escape. He has to escape a thing that's going to unzip his pants and expose himself to like a bleachers full of children. So the stakes are very high. And it's like in order for... And he's like asking how to make sure that the stakes are that he's criminally liable if he doesn't make it out, you know? Like, it has to be his fault. And they're saying that you have to establish reckless disregard, essentially, for like the kid's safety. So you have to say something like, hey, something might happen here. And if it does, so what? Is like what the guy says. So then he just says that verbatim before the trick. Hello, Bog, my old friend. You know what? I'm gonna read your thing. Outer hide is impervious. Heavy weapon hits will only aggravate it. Its mouth, however, is vulnerable to damage. Yeah, no shit. You see, with those guys, I don't get hit because they're dead. Shortcut. And now we gotta wait. Oh! We gotta wait this out. No going into the gas. It's bad. It's bad gas. Bad gas. All right. This time, for the fight, I'm fully dedicated. I'm gonna do half of his health bar with power missiles, like usual. And then I'm gonna be fully dedicated to trying to figure out what to do with the triple jump. Oh, I didn't scan our big guy this time. There we go. At least we just get to spend more time with this music. Dude, so by the way, my camera has been sitting here on this disc. Look how sweet that looks. Because that's not reflecting anything in particular. That's just some prismatic shit. Gravity boost. 1, 2, 3. Okay, there's not a quadruple. So we got to do that to aggravate it. Now it'll charge. I shot too late, apparently. Come on. That was definitely too late. Oh my god, well, we're starting off real poorly here. I just feel like maybe a power missile in its mouth that does like 1/8 of its health in damage should maybe just stun it a little bit. Here, let's try something here. What if we go like... Nah, see, like I'm side jumping and it's not helping. Okay, so now we're at the point where he is no longer exposing himself. So now, I feel like it's my job. Okay, by the way, if there was a gimmick kill with the fans, 100% you'd be able to scan the fans, is the thing. The game would say something like, these fan blades are extra sharp. Okay, he opened up on that one. So there's got to be like a way to make him open up when he charges, when he doesn't always. He opened up on that one. Oh, he double attacked though. Oh my gosh. He's just hitting, he's charging too early, and I don't have time to get out of the way. I don't know how to predict whether he's opening or not. Ugh. Do you see me physically dodging in my chair a little bit? Okay, okay. It seems like he's opening up quite a bit now. Maybe it is just a distance thing, like he just has to go far enough and I'm not always all the way across the thing, you know? I don't know, but like, yeah, see, like maybe that wasn't all the way across. But like this is. I don't know. I don't particularly like the boss fight, and I have died to it 4 times. I think 4 times. And I'm out of time. It's 10 o'clock and I didn't beat the boss. I don't know, that's weird. Like maybe like the only thing that I can think is that every other time I've played this game, I've just had 1 or 2 more energy tanks and I tanked it out. You know what I mean? You know what we're gonna do? I'll be back next time. I'll think about it. I gotta figure out what I'm doing wrong here. Or just do better, right? It might also just, like, it just seems like at one point in the fight, he stops opening into vulnerability as much. And at that point, it's like, I don't know how to tell whether he's going to. And if I just always shoot at him, well, then I'm just always taking damage. And always losing ammo. So then it would be up to RNG whether he opens enough times. So it's got to be a way to make sure that he opens. But this is all This is all still under the gameplay of always getting hit when he charges me, which can't be the way to do it either. The other most recent thing that we got was the Seeker missiles. I kind of tried to use those, dude, I totally forgot that this was a thing in the game. But yeah. So I'll get it, I guess we'll just get it figured out next time. I did not make very much progress today. But, alright. Well, anyway. Great game. Still enjoying it. Looking forward to next time. We'll get him next time. And, alright. Go say hi to Popo for me. And have yourselves a great night. Bye.